Hello and welcome. My name is Amir, and in this video we're going to build the Battleship game using JavaScript. In this game we can place our fleet in the map like this. I can rotate and place them vertically as well. And then I can start. I can select any spot on the enemy's map. So like here, I miss. He fires, he miss. I click here, I hit a ship, and then I can continue finding the ships. So for example here, a computer missed again, my turn. Great. Now I sank a battleship, so I'm done with this one. I will go somewhere else. I missed. So now that the computer hits my ship here, he will continue trying to find the next target. I mean, when he hits here, basically my ship will be like here or here or here or here. So he will try one of these four in the next run. See, he missed it, but in the next one he will try one of these three options. And yeah, so let's go and start writing the game. I will use the with, so npm create with at latest, and then dot to create it here. And let me make it a bit bigger. So it's vanilla, TypeScript, and done. So npm install, and then npm run dev. Great. Now if I click here, we have the width. I don't need this anymore. Go back here. Let's make these smaller, and then go here. I don't need the counter, so let's remove it. Then I don't need this one anymore. To the main, I don't need these and none of these, only this style here. Great. Now if I go back, I have a blank page to start working with. So let's go to the page and first write the HTML part. Here I have a wrapper for player, this, and in the there I will have a text saying your fleet, and the same goes for the computer. So this is enemy fleet. What I need to have is a part that I can select the ships. So I would have a one called selector, and here I will have my ships like so. And what are the ships? They are destroyer, and then submarine, and then cruiser, then the battleship, and finally the aircraft carrier. So these are the ships. I need to have two buttons here, one for starting the game and one for the rotating these ships. So I will have one called rotate and the other one called start. But these two are buttons, so I would go like this, and I need to put them inside their own div and say they are draggable because we need to drag them. So div class is this class, and then they are all draggable, and like so. This should have the name of rotate, and this should have start. Now better. So let's go to the style part. I don't need this index anymore. I can close it. I'll be working with these two files. So like this, I'll make it a bit bigger. Great. Here I don't need any of these. For the body I would just keep the margin part, and I don't need the H1. For the app I will just use a font family. Let's say this one. Okay, text align should be center. I want to show them as grid, and then the template columns is 1FR 1FR so that they are next to each other. And then let's give them a gap of let's say 20 pixels. Don't need these ones. Let's keep the button for now, and the hover as well, and the focus and focus visible are there as well. I don't need this media. So okay, I have my fleet on the left and my enemy here. Let me give the button some color so it's visible. So let's say color is wheat. Maybe some background color as well. Something like this. Okay, much better now. Let's style our ships. So let me make it go here so that I can see what I have in my HTML so I can use. So I would first give them a general class like so. Let's say they have the height of 20 pixels. Background color is let's go with indigo. Display is inline black, and border radius is like maybe 3 pixels. Okay, I will not see anything yet because they don't have any width. So let's go and give them width based on the height that I have here. So for example, the destroyer will have the aspect ratio of 2:1 because it has two spots. So you can see it has twice the width as it has the height. This will help me with later on when I want to rotate it. So for the next one, which is I think submarine, aspect ratio is 3:1. I need to have like 3 more. After submarine I have cruiser, which is 3:1 again. I have battleship. This one is 4:1, and I have carrier, which is 5:1. Great, so I have this here. Now let's make the rotated part as well, and then we will go and write the JavaScript for rotating the ships. So let's suppose that those that are rotated have the class of rotated. In this case, all the ships that live in the ships that div and they have the class of rotated, they will now have rotate like so. They will have the width of 20 pixels now, and the height will be auto. Now I would change the aspect ratio to be the opposite of what I have here. So like these, and all of these that are rotated. Now if I save and if I go back, refresh, and if I, let's say this one is rotated, you can see it rotates. And let's do this for this one, rotated. Yeah, but as you can see, they are aligning at the bottom. I want to align them in the top. So let's go and write some styles for ships as well. Go up here. So I have the ships. I would say vertical align is bottom. Probably this is not necessary. Display is flex. I would to justify content to be center, and then align the items to the top. So flex start. Let's give them some gap of 5 pixels, not 50 but 5, and the margin bottom of 10. Now it's much better. Next part, I would write the function for doing the rotation as the first step. So I don't need this. Let me go to here. I will define a variable called isFlipped because I'm going to use it globally. So I will define it here, and it's let because it will be changed. I will have a function called rotate. For now it's empty. Then I would add a event listener for the rotate button. So get element by ID of rotate, and then add event listener to that one. The event is click. Make this smaller. Click, and then the function is the rotate function, like so. This is TypeScript telling me that this might be empty, so rotate might not be there. We can skip it using this one because we know the rotate button is always there. Now let's write the rotate, make these stay next to each other because they are kind of connected. First I need to grab the ship holder. So document dot get element by ID of the ships, and the ships inside are the ship holder dot children. Now it might say that the ship holder might be empty, but we know it's not, so we can skip this one, and this is fine now. So this ships now is a HTML collection, but I want it to be an array of HTML elements. So I will put this inside an array and spread it like this. And in the end, I would say that this is a HTML element array, like so. Great. Now when the user clicks, I need to check if the flipped was false, then add the class rotated to the ships, and if it's true, remove the class rotated from them. So I would say if not is flipped, the ships dot for each of them get the ship, and on the class list add rotated. If not, copy this, go here, paste, and then remove the rotated. Remove, like so. And of course I need to flip the isFlipped value. So this will be the opposite of what it was. Great, so let's save, go here, and now as you can see my ships flip. So this is the end of part 1. In the next part we will create the grid for our fillet and the enemy's fillet.